joining me today. It's been a while, but I thought we would do a pen review today. So we are looking at the Ohuhu dual tip brush pens. They are non-toxic and acid-free, and they're for drawing, calligraphy, and more. So the set I got is the 36 color set. There's a wide variety of colors. So we will swatch them and take a look. It looks like they already come with a swatched kit. I purchased mine off of Amazon for about $30, so we will check it out and see. The pens are numbered, which is fantastic. And like I said, they come with this nifty little marker card, which is great, but we're gonna swatch them anyways. There is a brush tip and a fine tip. It says it's a 0.4 millimeter fine tip. And the caps, I believe, stack onto the end like that, which is great. And now we are going to take a look at how they blend. We'll put them through the same blending test I have shared with you in the past. So we'll check these out and then we will do a swatching video. So I hope you enjoyed today's review. I grabbed these 3 blue colors to test out for you. The blending methods we're going to use are the blending with each other, the blending pickup method where I'm going to put down the lighter color, the darker color, and pick up the color with the lighter color. We will be doing a blender pen. They don't come with a blender pen, so we'll be using a tombow. And then we're going to use a water brush pen to blend them, and we will see how they watercolor. So let's get started. First off, we'll do the lighter blue and blend it in with the darker blue. Right away, these tips are so great. They're not too flexible. They're not very stiff. I actually find that they're a great step up from the Fudenmo Suitcase or the Pentel Touch, especially for learning, since they are very, very easy to control. Now, as you can see, they blend very well together into each other. Now, this is 160 GSM paper notepad from Archer and Olive, so this is most similar to at least my notebook, and it's handling pretty well. There's a little bit of paper picking up on the edges because it is wet and saturated. But overall, I find that this is blending really, really, really well. Okay, the other method I want to do is we're going to stick down the darker color, and using the lighter color, we're just going to pick it up and see. So again, really pretty, does really well, and just comes clean just like that. So that's great. Really like it. Really well done. Let's use the blender pen. We're just using a Tombow blender pen. The blender pen isn't working as well. You can still see there's that harsh line compared to when I used the pen itself. So that's kind of, not surprising. The blender pen isn't the best way to go about blending anyways, but it's good to know. And the next one we're going to do is with the water brush. Again, it's not blending quite as nicely as the pen itself does. And as this dries, that lighter blue is starting to look washed out. And then just for interest's sake, we're going to take a look at the watercolor effect. So that's a really pretty watercolor. I actually really like that too. So there's different blending techniques. Again, they blend very well together. The pickup method where you write looks really great too. The blender pen is a bust and the water pen blending looks to be a bust. But for watercoloring in general, they look pretty good. So I hope you find that helpful. Again, this is the Archer and Olive 360 GSM, and it's doing pretty good. There is some bleed through where I used the blender pen actually, so that's good to know. But yeah, overall I really love these pens. If you want to see a quick comparison to the tombows, you have to get that proper blend. It's not working on this paper, it's picking up a lot of paper. So yeah, it's not unlike the tombows in terms of how it blends with the blender pens. The blender pen arguably works a bit better, but the watercolor works about the same. So that's a direct comparison for you to note there. But now we are going to move on to the color swatching. So these pens have the weirdest naming convention, but I didn't get a 63. I actually got two of these 66. So the 63 will forever remain an anomaly to me, I guess. Yeah, that looks the same. So yeah, I got two of the 66. I don't have a 63. Like I mentioned, this is the naming convention that it came with. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Here's the marker card. I'm glad I did my own swatching because the swatches on the swatching card don't come up like the actual pens. So there's a note to take away there. There are highlighter colors included, which is kind of cool. But otherwise it's not bad. They give you a fair amount of color range. And yeah, there are some colors that I really love. But yeah, overall, I would recommend these guys. They're super fun, they're super cool, and I'm excited to experiment with them in the future. But thank you for watching today.